All right, thank you for coming on. This is In the War. Today's subject is why he left. Now, I have a special guest today, the beautiful young lady. What's your name?
Shakita.
Okay, and can you tell us your age, where you're from, and your marital status?
I am 36. I'm from Seattle, and I'm divorced.
Okay. And do you currently have a man?
I do, a wonderful man at that.
Oh, okay, a wonderful man. Okay. That's what's up. Okay. So, like I said, today we're talking about why he left. That's the subject today. And the first question I have is, why do you think men leave women?
I think it's a mixture of things. One, it could be he's not ready for a commitment. Two, it could be, he enjoys being in the streets and he does not see that woman for who he doesn't see that woman in the light for his future. Mm-hmm. It's easier to run away, I believe, than it is to stick it out too. So it's a mixture of things.
Oh, so some guys can stay around knowing that they're not serious about you.
Yeah, I do agree. I think that goes both ways, though.
Okay. My next question I have is, has a man ever left you?
I've never had a man leave me. I've left men. They always want to come back, and I'm not saying that to be cocky. That does sound cocky.
They always want to come back, huh?
They always want to come back. But you leave them at bay. I've never really had a man leave me. I was with a man for, almost 18 years. We were married for 7 years, but together, almost 18 years.
And y'all was married, y'all was together for how long?
We were together for almost 18 years.
And then you were married for 7?
Yes. All my children
So 11 years and then y'all got married? Yeah,
and that was because I said no several times, and I should have stuck to that.
So when you said no, when's the first time he proposed?
Sheesh. Probably a little bit after my oldest son. I kind of didn't feel like I was ready. I was young. I was 21. I said no. Didn't feel like I was ready. And then I think probably proposed to about, 3 times before I said yeah.
So would you say like 4 years in, 5 years in?
It was over time, so I think within the first 2 years, and it was like every 2 to 3 years because I said no.
Okay, he'll bring it up, and then you're like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
So he's older.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. And next question, we're gonna ask these questions, then we're really gonna get into it. So, in your opinion, usually in a relationship, whose fault is it? Why they break up?
I think it's 50-50.
50-50?
A relationship goes both ways. In some instances, if there's like addiction or abuse, maybe that one person who is doing those things, maybe they have more input or more sway, right? Mm-hmm. Because like if you're abusive, you're on drugs, whatever, you're going to probably be the reason why the relationship doesn't work. Doesn't matter your gender. It's just your actions.
Okay, so how about this? Out of all the people you personally know, mm-hmm. who's been at fault at the most?
Men.
Men?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. And do you feel like you could have saved any of the relationships you were in prior to your new man? Is there anything you could have done?
I don't think it would have saved it, but yes, I do think that the man that I was dealing with for so long, he didn't respect me in certain ways, so I dealt with domestic violence, infidelity, not often, but I experienced that type of stuff.
So physical and mental, or just
all of it? Physical,
okay.
emotionally, mentally, all of it. I endured all of that, and so I think I started to become reactive. So like, if I knew you were going to be triggered by something small, mm-hmm. I'm gonna get you after a while. Over the years, it's like I'm gonna beat you to the punch. So maybe I could have changed that about myself and just got out of the relationship instead of like trying to meet somebody where they were standing.
So it kind of became a fight instead of relationship.
Yeah, but then I also didn't feel safe. So, and I was losing in my like myself as a woman, right? Because a man is supposed to guide you, protect you, and love you. And if the person that you're with is not doing that, as a woman, out of survival, we become hardened, right? And I'm a mother first, right? So if I'm with a man who's not showing me leadership and I can't depend on him and I can't trust that I can let my guards down, start to become hardened, right? And so that's my ownership in the relationship, but I also would say that I didn't always necessarily see positive relationships between, men and women. I didn't really see many married people growing up. So I didn't know necessarily the things that I would maybe say or do were not okay until you started putting yourself in spaces with other people that maybe they have more wisdom or they weren't introduced to the things that you were introduced to.
Got you. So you said he wasn't a good leader. So did you feel like you always knew he wasn't a good leader, or that's something you knew over time?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I was necessarily looking for like leadership, right? Because when you're young,
yeah.
At a certain age we're young, right? It takes certain people different times or lengths of time to mature. So
you kind of answered that too, because you said no one really taught you what to look for.
Yeah, so like I'm not gonna bash the person, right? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
bash them, right? I'm taking ownership, but in my defense, I didn't really have like that positive, like, oh, this is how a woman speaks to a man, or this is how a man is supposed to, be there for a woman. Like, it's more than just financially, it's more than just sexually, but like, are you gonna love me at my highest, or are you gonna love me at my lowest? Like, if I gain too much weight, or if I lose too much weight, or if you have children, right? Women, their bodies change. Like, some women experience it, never going back to their original size, and so, I didn't know what I was missing, but I just know it didn't feel right because I felt like I was overcompensating for the person. And
that's really good, because I was thinking about it, and I think everybody needs to hear, if you're not taught to look what to look for, then you're not going to know what to look for, and you're going to accept almost everything.
Yes.
Because it's going to be new, and you could be receiving something and not even knowing that it's harming you because you don't know.
I agree.
And a lot of us who come from broken places, we accept these things, and then we talk to other people, and they're like, no.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
And it's good that you say that because, like, you saying coming from broken places, like, I grew up in a single-parent household. My mom did the best that she could, so kudos to her. But I did grow up in a single-parent household. I had a father that was here, Washington State, could have access, never was denied. He chose not to. For whatever reasons, it's beyond me, Like, you're the child, you're not supposed to be affected, so.
Side note, we got a really, really deep show that's called The Importance of a Father. And hey, y'all gonna cry.
Listen, I'm telling you, they're needed. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they're gonna cry. If you want to come back, we can bring you back for that one.
Yeah,
too,
they are needed.
That one's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got the. Do you think? Okay, women. Okay, bam. So I looked up some numbers and did a little study.
Yeah.
And these are some statistics. So 73% of men get dumped after they cheated on their woman. 78% of women get dumped after they cheated on their man. So
I don't believe those numbers because I feel like women, we are so forgiving, right? I'm not in this space in my life anymore, so my man know better.
Yeah.
But women are forgiving.
For sure.
I'm not in a space of forgiving that type of behavior because I endured, those type of things, and I'm not ready for that. But women stay out of love, right? Understanding that men sometimes can be weak, right? Not to make an excuse, but men can be weak, right? We're nurturing. We'll allow you to show us that, hey, I made a mistake. I'm going to make it right. We over-forgive.
So let me ask you this. So if your man now cheated one time, it's over?
Oh, it's over. I'm not doing
Damn, what?
Listen.
Damn.
I'm in a space in my life.
If he cheat one time, it's over.
Oh, I'm serious. He
Hey,
knows.
hey, I don't want to fight.
Hey, honey, you know
Yeah,
who you
hey,
are.
I don't
I'm
wanna-
sending it to you. You know.
Hey, I seen your face. I got scared.
Oh, he knows, and I love
Damn.
him. That's
Okay.
listen.
Okay.
That's my soulmate. I love him past the moon, but
Well,
we
if your
don't.
soulmate, I mean, he might make a mistake.
That's not the mistake my man's gonna make.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
mean-
So for me, when I look at the statistic, I think because it's not. I don't think it's saying one time. I think it's saying over time. Because eventually, if most women that I've seen leave their man, they got cheated on for a while, and they're like, you know what? I've been forgiving you. I've been here. You're still cheating. You know what? I'm done now. You do it one more time, I'm done. So I have seen that. So I think that's fair. So now this says this right here. So 48% of women, they get dumped after they find out their man's cheating on them. So their man will cheat on them and then dump them. But 56% of men get dumped after they find out their woman's cheating on them. Which is true. When y'all cheat, y'all leave.
But
Most of the time.
but women. Okay, so here, let's touch this.
Yeah, let's touch
I've
it.
never, and I'll put this out here. I was with a man for 18 years. I never stepped out of my marriage. My relationship, never. No,
Not once.
not
Not
once.
one look.
No.
Not with a good hug. A good.
Listen, I don't play those games. But
Okay, I like that. That's what's up. That's what's up. I believe you too. I believe you were in the Chicago Bullhead. I believe
oh
you.
my gosh,
Yeah, I believe you. Yeah, the
I'm about
Bulls.
to play with you.
We'll go ahead and represent.
Damn, you didn't make. Say the
You
question.
didn't cheat
again.
for 18 years. Okay.
No, I never cheated. So, but go back to the question. My bad.
So I said 56% of men got dumped after getting cheated on by their woman. And I said that a lot of women, when you guys cheat, you guys will leave.
We do, but we always strong. 75% of us is gonna go back. It's strong.
But how would you know if you don't cheat?
I have people that I know. I don't cheat, so you're not gonna trip me out. But back to it. No, stop doing that. Look at
Ma'am.
else.
Ma'am.
Stop.
Most of the time, women. Do you think women cheat up or down?
A woman. Back to what I was gonna say. So women cheat differently than men. Men. You guys can sleep with a woman right now. You could be married. You could be committed. Whatever that is. You're thinking with your head down below.
You think so?
Not you, just speaking in general, but they're
No,
thinking
yeah,
with the
generally
head,
speaking.
thinking with the head down below. You don't have to have a connection with that woman. If a woman cheats, it's because you no longer have proven to her that you can fulfill and meet her needs. She also is emotionally connected to the person she's cheating with, because women just don't naturally sleep with men if there's no connection, unless they're in the line of service. And if you're in the line of service, do you, boo?
That hurts, fellas. I know it does, man.
I mean, it
Damn.
shouldn't, but it's the
Damn.
truth.
Damn, that hurt, boy. So if she cheating on you, brother,
You're not doing it, and it's not.
she don't respect you no more, man.
She's losing respect for
She
you.
don't love you no more.
Yeah, and it's not even about sex, right? It's about the whole being and the whole person. So if let's say you would, when you guys got together, you took her on dates once a week.
Yeah.
It's 3 years in, you're still continuing, and now it's 4 years, you stop. What changed? Was it her? Is there someone else? Do you not care anymore?
Yeah, so if
now
you're not
she's
doing the things
thinking,
you were doing in the beginning, then it's going to be different.
You started
Okay.
out with gifts or actions of love or gifts of affirmations, positive affirmations, things like that. When you're doing that and you stop, a woman's like, oh my God, is it me? Is my body changing? Like, did I gain too much weight? Did I lose too much weight? Or like, who's the other person, right? Because we overanalyze.
Yeah, and I think women, like I also looked up some reasons why women leave, and I looked these up just to counter my argument about why he left. And reasons why women leave is like lack of presence. Like maybe you spend too much time with your friends, you work late, you're not home, or then feeling alone, or you don't acknowledge them. Some women are insecure, and it's very hard for them to be secure with you. The passion dies, especially sex, and when the passion dies in the bedroom, it's completely over.
But can I stop you? Because your romance, your intimacy will ebb and flow. So you might be in a great season in your marriage or relationship. It might be perfect right now. 6 months from now, you guys may lose that intimacy, but it doesn't mean that you're cheating. Doesn't mean that she's cheating. You're just forgetting to connect, right? So sex ebbs and flows. You might have a time as a man. You guys might be able to do what you do up until whatever certain age, or some men start to lose it earlier and they don't communicate that with their partner, right? Not to say that they're not completely, engaging in the act, but it's less than what it used to be. But the man's not communicating that, hey, my body's changing just like the women, our bodies are changing. You guys have the ability to lose, the energy for intimacy.
Got you. And then comparisons. So say you're always comparing her to your mom, your grandma, your ex. No woman wants to hear that, or man. Yeah. Always giving, never receiving.
Is this for the women or the men?
This is why women leave men.
Okay.
Usually. And then lying all the time, emotionally not available.
Yeah.
Immaturity, no goals.
Yeah.
Doing the same things.
So when you say no goals, the last person I was with, I feel like we all have goals, but then, you got to be equally yoked with whoever you choose to be with. And so sometimes if you're not equally yoked, one person can think that the other person is trying to be better than them or trying to outshine them. And the growth on one end can be too much for the person on the other end to handle. And so now they're starting to have insecurities, and then that in turn turns to rejection.
And that goes to number 10. So change, life changes, goal changes, growth. Say you win the lottery or you get this high position in your job. Now you're making $300,000 instead of $50,000. It's like, did you communicate that? Are you ready to handle that? Can this person handle that? Because if you're with an insecure woman, then you start making $300,000. You're going to feel a certain way, and she's absolutely going to feel a certain way. But now I'm about to say something real crazy. Y'all ready?
Is this the men's?
Huh?
Is this the men's or still women?
No. I was just naming that to get to my argument. So we just wanted to put it out there why women leave, generally speaking. Now, the reason why I think men leave, I didn't look this up. This is from me working at a barbershop, talking to different men, myself. And I believe if you're with a man, and I'm not saying you're a side piece. I'm saying this side piece counts too. So if you're
wait. Do they? Because
what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
So they count in this. So a man will not make her his main dish because he doesn't feel like she's valuable enough to be that. If he thought she was valuable enough to be his woman, there's no way she would be the side piece, right?
Agreed.
And men go with side pieces because their main dish left them. That's the reason why you settle for a side piece. Most of the time.
Yes.
But I say men leave women because there's something that he did not see in that woman that wanted him to be better. That wanted him to be stronger. That made him feel like, hey, you know what? With her, I'm a man.
Listen.
Now, go.
I agree with you. So here's the thing, and I'm going to be open and honest with you. So in my last relationship, it was not always his fault. Right? It wasn't always his fault. I will take accountability for my ways. Right? When a person has goals and they're not on that path and they're not living that way, it's hard to see it. How can you put someone in a light that you're supposed to think past what they're thinking, and that can't work? How can I see more higher goals and more aspirations than you see for yourself? Right? So then it becomes, oh, you don't believe in me. And you can't give critiques because now you're being a hater.
Got you. And I think a lot of couples, and I heard this before, just talking to different couples and people that they're like, man, I feel like my girlfriend hates on me. I feel like my man hates on me.
I used to feel like that. I don't feel like that. Now I don't. I had to learn what like a healthy relationship is and unlearn like toxic. And listen, let me tell you guys something. Coming from toxic to healthy is the hardest thing you'll ever have to do in a relationship because everything triggers you. Everything will trigger you. And baby, I'm working on myself. I work on myself daily because I have a lot of healing to do. And, I've healed a lot. But coming from toxic to healthy is a hard fight.
Mm. So in other words, if you don't heal from that relationship, or you're going to be healing from that relationship while you're in your new relationship.
Yes.
If you haven't done it on your own already, or haven't had the time to, or
Mixture
maybe
of
it's
both.
a forever fight.
It's a forever fight for me. Given some of the things that I went through, I went through a lot of trauma of like physical abuse, you know.
And you were 18?
I experienced this abuse probably about 17, 18.
So 17, and then you were together for 18 years.
Yeah, but I
So
experienced like this
yeah.
all of my life.
Yeah, all your life. So that's gonna be tough. That's that's gonna be real tough.
So,
that's like a gang member not being a gang member no more.
So
that's gonna be, man.
It is tough. And so here's the thing. I was blocking my current boyfriend from me because I couldn't understand like how he could be so kind and gentle, right? Because I was used to being with someone who wasn't always bad, and I'm not gonna sit here and try to portray this person as like the devil, but you mean we're on real stuff, right? And you know me for many years. I ain't gonna lie to you. I always keep it real with you. But I endured so much, and I was blocking him because it was scary. Like healthy was scary, nice was scary. It's like, oh my God, you did this nice thing, but what is it that you want in return?
What do you want from me?
And it was nothing that he wanted, but just my heart. And so I was like trying to start to self-sabotage. And I put myself in like therapy for a couple for a couple sessions, because I was like, I have this good person, like they're doing and saying all the things that I've like asked for, wanted, prayed for, and desired, but I'm trying to get away from them because why would you want to be so kind? And then I had to have conversations with people around me, like, why don't you deserve? And so I'm like, oh my gosh, like, girl, you've been conditioned so long to believe this or that, and I know I've been flying a long time, but I kind of lost myself because I couldn't truly be myself. I wasn't safe.
Okay. Yeah, I always tell people that, hurt people hear differently. And someone could be trying to give you a hug, and if you always got beat in your life, you might be like, hey, hold up. Or someone be like, hey, come here, I got you. And you be like, nah, I heard this before, and every time somebody had me, they never had me.
And that's exactly what I experienced. And for me, the type of person that I am, I'm used to people like being around me and needing me. I know that I'm a good person. Like, there's my character, my morals, my everything, my ethics are on point. I don't need nobody to amen that. I know who I am. But I'm used to people who wanted to be around me when it benefited them, right? So I'm so strong, right? The strong can never be weak. So I was that pillar, I was that rock for everyone else, but like me, nobody was worried about me.
So you were giving, and they were, giving and not taking, and they were taking and not giving.
So how can I trust somebody that's showing me like, ooh, I do like you, ooh, I am kind? I'm like, oh shit, you got something going on, what you want? But then I let my guards down.
Yeah. And to get back to why he left, when I came up with this subject, I was really thinking about a good man. And so, like I said, I wanted you to come because I know you're very intelligent, and you're one of the few women who I see is like pretty logical. It's hard for a lot of women to be logical, in my opinion. And that's what I want to ask you. Why do you think a good man would leave a woman?
A good man would leave a woman because she's not lifting him up. Listen here, I boost my man's ego. Wherever I feel that he may feel he lacks, I'm not going to ask him. I know what my man needs and what he desires. Whatever area I feel like he may not be the strongest, and that's not to put him down. Whatever area I feel like he may not be the strongest, that's where I step in if I got the skills, right? And then wherever I need him to fill in the gap, he does that for me. So if you can't be there for your man wholeheartedly, because guess what? You got to get old. He might get sick. You might get sick. You might be on top today. You might lose your job tomorrow. You know what I mean? Women are not used to being there, right? I have a man in which he old-fashioned. You can't pay for no date. Nah, I'm the man. I'm like, but I love you. So the way I love, buzz down, Trickiana, buzz down. I'm gonna take care of my man. That's how I am.
Yeah.
But that was hard for him because he's traditional. He's old school, right? But a man that is a good man needs the same that a woman should deserve. A woman should desire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm traditional too. You know, men should be providing and protecting.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm off of.
But you still deserve to receive too.
Fact. So, you know, so for me, I'll let my woman pay for some stuff sometimes. You know, she's like, no, I got it. And I'm like,
that's just to boost her ego, but let her do that.
It is weird.
But it's okay because she knows that you can pay for it. Like, I know that he can pay for whatever I'm paying for, but he doesn't have to. We went on 3 straight dates, and every time I'm like, hey, I'm going to take, like, this is when I was like, okay, cool, this is the one. I'm going to take you on a date. He pulled it out. I'm like, oh my God, girl. I told him not to. He pulled it out again, okay? Second day, boom, boom, boom. Don't pull it out. Pulls it out. We're at the comedy show. Pulls it out. I'm hot. Third day, I'm like, listen here, if you pull that card out, I'm going to make a scene right here in this restaurant. He went and reached, and I'm like, here you go, man. And gave it to her because, like, he deserves that, right? The average woman be like, ooh, girl, he paying for every meal. He doing all this and all that. I don't have to ask. He's going to always do, right? So why can't I reciprocate?
Yeah, sounds like you got a man.
No.
Message to the ladies.
Listen.
Make your man feel like he's Superman.
Humble yourself because, listen, I was that loud mouth. I still got a mouth. But I'm working on it, and you couldn't tell me nothing. But a good man will make you feel safe and comfortable, and you'll let that guard down. Because the only reason that we become aggressive as women is when we can't trust and depend on whether that's a man or a woman, whoever you're with. When you can't depend, you starting to think for thyself.
Oh, that was the side note I had. So, question, this is just for the fellas' knowledge. So, as a woman, does cheating make you feel like you're unprotected?
Yeah, because if you're willing to go and sleep with someone, like, I'm a firm believer, like, our bodies, like, are in one. Like, if I'm intimate with somebody that I love and I care about, we, like, it's going down. Like, it's a soul tie. Like, and if you can break that covenant, and we ain't even married yet, but if you can break that covenant, because if I'm giving myself to you, there's no room for nobody in between, right?
So break the covenant, like if he messes with somebody, he's breaking your covenant.
Yeah, because why would you put my body in danger, right? Whether you use protection or not, accidents happen. Whether that's a baby, whether that's an STD, or now you got this woman playing on my phone because you done slipped up, right? And
what if you don't get nothing?
I mean, you got a conscience, right? You know
So I would say, as a man, it's very hard for us to understand that cheating makes you feel unprotected, because to most men, it's like cheating is something that's naturally happening. So when you say, "Oh, you
naturally happening," meaning like you don't have self-control.
You want me to explain it?
Like naturally happening in the world, or because you don't have discipline and self-control.
You want me to explain?
You don't have you can don't get on polyamory and all this and all that.
No, we're not talking about that. Okay. Do you want me to explain it though?
But explain.
Okay.
It.
So, and most men ain't gonna be honest like me. I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Yes.
So, with the man. So when I used to be a serial cheater.
Okay.
Not a cheater no more, but when I used to be a serial cheater, there would be times I forgot I cheated, and I go home and I'm like, "Oh snaps."
But can I ask
Let me take a shower. Hold up.
That was that was my question.
Wait, go ahead. Get in.
Did you at least take a shower?
Oh yeah.
You?
So I was like, man, let me go take a shower, man. I'm tripping. And so for me, it was a thoughtless act. Now I do understand I was way younger, but I also cheated as a man, and it was never because my woman was lacking something.
It was your desire and lack of self-control. I wouldn't even
say it's my desire, because for me, we can say someone is weak, but it's like women have to understand that a guy like me, like I've always got a lot of females and they've been attracted to me. They message me.
Yeah.
And so.
But those women, and you know who you are, Yamps. knew that you were with somebody and they didn't have respect for their sex.
Yeah, shout out to the homie Reese. He said women cheat or men cheat because women allow them to, which is a fact.
What's up, Maurice?
Yeah,
What's
but we're
up?
gonna come back to that.
Tell
But
him
the
to say
reason,
hi.
but if I got 1,000 girls coming at me and I am saying no all the time, I need to give me some compliments. Like, hey, you a strong brother for saying no to that.
Right, but here's
because
the
I had
thing.
some homies be like, you said no to that. Now women have to really
Would you say that to your woman, or I mean, at that? And we're not talking about your current situation now. I'm saying in the past. Would you say like you should be proud of me because I'm not cheating?
No. But what I would do is I'll explain the situation. Like, say I was in a relationship and I'm at the gym working out, and this female comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, you know what? You look like somebody I can fuck. Would you like to go in the car right now?"
You would go.
No.
You would go.
No. This happened.
You would go.
No. This happened. I'm at 24 Hour Fitness, and I'm sitting here like, I know I'm him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I was like, oh, you know what? I stink right now. You know, I didn't have a woman be that aggressive to me like that right now.
Yeah, that's
so. I'm like, you know what? Let's do it tomorrow.
She wanted that jock itch and all that.
I go home.
Okay.
I go home like, you know what? It's time to be a man. I'm about to tell my girl. Like, hell no, we're not doing that. I said, hey, man, why this girl come up to me at the gym telling some you look like somebody I want to fuck? And I was like, no.
And she should have congratulated you because me and my man gonna talk about it.
She said, are you fucking serious? What's wrong with you? Like,
but wait,
disgusting.
can I ask this? Did you cheat on her before? And if you did, that's probably why you got the response.
Of course I cheated on her before.
No, okay, so then that's why you got the response you
now
got.
I understand, but we have to look at both parties. I understand that she's like, you know what? You probably did do it. You're just telling me this. That could be possible.
But did you lie to her in that manner? If you broke that trust, then she's not wrong for thinking that way.
Yeah, but you have to give credit because when a man's trying, ain't nothing worse than you knocking a man down.
Well,
he's gonna feel like, okay, I'm trying for nothing. It's like when you accuse a man. When you accuse a man, oh, you're probably doing this, you're probably doing that. I don't know about you fellas out there, but when my woman accuses me of doing something,
you gonna go do it.
No, it makes me want to go do it. I don't know why. It just makes me want to go do it. It's like, hey, don't look at my hands, and everybody will look at my hands.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, but back to the point, it's like cheating for men. It's not a want. It's not a desire. It's something that comes. Men don't want sex. Men don't just want sex. They need
it. And here's the thing. That's exactly right, ladies. Even if you're mad at your man, you need to do what you need to do. You can be mad after you get done doing what you need to do.
What the heck?
Do what you need to do.
Amen.
And turn that ass over and still be mad.
Say it again, please.
Do what you need to do.
Ladies.
Turn that ass over and still be mad because, first of all, I'm going to tell you.
This is the attitude we've been searching for, brother. Hold on. This is the attitude we've been searching for.
Listen here.
But I didn't. If you're mad.
I didn't always know this, and I'm telling you from experience. Can you say that one more time? Suck that dick.
Damn.
Toot it up.
When you're mad. Especially when
you're mad, because it's going to be better, and I'm being for real, and still be mad afterwards. And then after you're done, go to sleep, wake up, still have your same conversation, but you'll be a little more calm. That person will be a little more calm. And then you'll probably be able to get through it. But don't use sex as a punishment because you're definitely going to send your man to the streets.
And it puts our mind in a certain place. Amen.
You better suck that dick, girl. You better suck that dick. Okay?
So what I always tell women is, you're telling me you're going to send your man out there in the world. And
hard dick and bubble gum. You better drain it.
It's like
you gotta drain it. I don't care.
Because if we're in a relationship, and no matter how mad I get, I'm still paying the bills. I'm still protecting you.
Yeah.
And that's my duty. And as your duty, part of your duty is having sex with me.
You better.
So we need to still do this, especially when you're mad.
Can I say this? And I do. We want to respect all ladies in your bodies. The woman still has the right to say no, not now.
Oh,
but
hell
no. But no. Because here's the thing.
My tumbo.
I mean, some women are not comfortable with having intercourse on their menstrual, right? Some women...
Put a towel down.
You could do that too, but some women might have PCOS. Some women might have
PCOS?
I do.
What's that?
So PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. So basically, like for women, It causes your periods to be like inconsistent. Sometimes you can bleed really heavy. It causes like overgrowth, like on
Shower.
Yeah, you can, but we can manage it like with medication and things like that. But if they have fibroids or if they're heavy bleeders, or some women deal with depression, right? Or maybe they've been through some life experiences.
It's gonna make you happy.
No. Maybe they've been through trauma. No. Like maybe maybe they had their body was violated, and so being intimate can be a challenge for them. So
I'm be honest. If it is, I don't want to be with you.
But then that's respect. But you say that up front, right? You know what you're going into. I'd say it up front.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even. What do you think about it? Okay, we had this on another podcast.
What?
If you go on a date with a man, first date, do you expect him to pay?
Here's the thing. It depends on who asked. So, like, if
I asked you.
If you asked me, I would say yes. But here's the thing. The next time, if I had a great time, I would ask you on a date, then I would offer to pay. And then that's up to you whether you decline me or have split it or not. And here, ladies, it's okay to go 50-50 sometimes. Like, it's 2023, almost 2024. Everybody's working. Everybody is trying, right? Just because you meet somebody now and they haven't reached their peak doesn't mean they're not going to get there. I'm not saying settle, but what I'm saying is you were once that person that wasn't there yet, right? We all mature. We all grow. I thought I was done growing, but here I am. I'm with a wonderful person, and now I have to unlearn some things, right? So now I'm growing. I'm changing. Within the last year and a half, almost 2 years, I've lost a lot of people that I really loved because I'm evolving, and so to stay stagnant, you'll never grow, right? And so to grow, you have to be made uncomfortable. You don't get a diamond without pressure.
Pressure bust pipes.
Period.
Now, question. What do you think about the new attitude of men and saying, if I go on a date and I pay, I expect to have sex?
Well, if you get flued out, girl, bust it open. But you got to. I mean, it's the truth. Like, there's no way. I'm not. So listen here. If I go on a trip with a man, we can go 50-50. You going to give it up.
Yeah.
You little slut. You giving it up, okay? Just like you got the notion that I'm supposed to give it up, you giving it up too. So what's up? But here's the thing. The man, if he initiates communication, he's the first one, it is proper for him to pay for the first date.
No, so the problem with this is
with no sex attached.
So these are traditional ways, right? It is proper. I agree. But the problem is, and I see their point, is that when there's so many women out there who's gone on these dates and who have no interest. They're just going on a date, so I'm getting free food. Oh,
but then that's their character and morals. And if you're still doing that in 2023, almost 2024, girl, you're a bum.
Oh no, they're doing that.
They're bums.
They're to the back.
There's bums because here, and then you women that go, and men, because everybody gets taken on dates. You're going and ordering stuff that you wouldn't even order on your own. Like, why are you going to go order 3, 4, 5 sides and 3 drinks, and you can only afford 1 drink, a salad, and an entree? So you embarrass yourself. And the thing about it is, if you're greedy like that from the beginning, that person that you have interest in or they have interest in you, they're going to lose it.
So last question that I have for you. What advice would you give to a woman who has a good man right now or who lost a good man?
I would say if you have that good man right now, love on him. It's really, really hard, especially he's a man of color, to be alive in a time like this right now. There's so many things like that are stacked against their back. I'm raising 4 sons, my biological sons, but then also I have 3 stepsons that I'm going to be playing a major part in their life. And then I have my daughter and then a stepdaughter too. So, I would tell them to love on them, right? Love on them, speak life. Even when they're at their lowest, it's hard for a man to express, like, I'm not where I'm at. I'm not where I want to be, right? Because he's not going to stop loving you, right? Maybe he's not providing at the level that he knows he can and you know he can, right? He's not being irresponsible. It's just times are tough. People lose their jobs every day. People step out on a leap of faith. build careers, and sometimes you just might have to be there, right? Not every man wants to be nagged, and that's something that I had to learn. Nag about the things that matter, your health, right? Nag them about that type of stuff. You're not taking care of your body. You're not taking care of the things that you're supposed to do as a man. You're not leading our sons, our daughters, whatever, in that right direction. Yes, speak up, but you know what? If you know he don't cook, girl, get in there and cook. You know he works 14, 16 hours a day. No, I've had a man that cooks. I've had a man that, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't cook, and that's not his strong point, you cook. Okay, maybe you're stronger at handling that finances. Whatever it is, adjust. Your relationship will work, and keep your family and your friends out of it. It's your man. Their opinions don't matter, because whatever you tell them, they'll never forget. So if you're mad, and you're not going to leave your man, girl, be quiet. Yes. Go in the room and punch the air.
Stop playing that breakup game.
Because listen here, you could tell them something that you thought was nothing, but they're never going to forget it. And every time you go back to them crying because you said you was leaving your man, well, remember when you said, and they're never going to see the change in your man. So stop letting everybody in and love on your person. And it ain't everybody's business what you got going on.
Yep, okay. And I would say, ladies, if you have a good man, appreciate that man. There's not a lot of good men out there. Respect him and make him feel very important. Because when you make a man feel important, you're his piece, and you respect him. When he loves you, he will love you more than anything. He will always look out for you, no matter what you do, no matter if you have an attitude, no matter what it is. If you respect that man and you make him feel powerful and you let him lead, and even if you know he can't do something, you act like he did it. Even if you did it, you just make him feel like that. Try your best to not correct your man. Men don't like to be questioned. Even if you feel like he's not a good leader, you have to understand this is the man that you chose. And so if you're saying, hey, I choose you, then this is who you're choosing to follow. So you can't say he's not a good leader because you don't like the way he leads. You decided to be on this team. So if as long as you're going to be here, you have to be a good teammate. And, take, like she said, keep your family out, keep your friends out. If you're listening to your man and somebody says, oh, girl, you do whatever he says, be happy in listening to him.
I do. Hold on. Let me stop you. Can't nobody tell me nothing, because once I call my man and he say I'm not wrong, I ain't wrong. Listen here. I get my man's opinion. I have a couple close friends that I value their opinions, but I talk to my man first about everything. Nothing ever is going to be a surprise to him. There's no secrets. Even if I think he's going to be upset, we don't keep any secrets.
Oh, and what was I going to say? Oh, and please, ladies, stop getting advice from single women. I don't care how smart you think they are, how cool, how much she understands you. Ladies, understand that the way that ladies be friends, women be friends, it's mostly, yes, I agree, girl, you're right. And
Can I say something?
You can't follow that. Yeah.
I got two close friends, and they know who they are. Oh, they be on me. He is right. Most of the time, you should not listen to single women, but I do have two people that are close to me. It does not matter if I'm right or wrong. They're going to tell me I'm right or wrong, and they're not going to care about my feelings.
And those are the friends you need.
I need them. And they was like, girl, if you don't love on that man, he really cares for you. He loves you. Like, it's okay. It's safe. And they were the ones. And so he is absolutely right. There are going to be some women that are going to really try to drag you down and tear you down. But recognize who's really real in your corner and lean on them people. But listen here, you'd be telling them, and whoever it is, and she'd be thinking about, oh, she don't like that about that man. I do. Well, shit, that last one was doing all, and that's all he got to do, girl. Well, and then your man is her man.
Facts. And I would say, if you have trouble weaving out who's a good friend in that sense of giving you advice, just think about the situation. Now, if you're in a situation where you're getting abused and your friend's telling you to leave, that sounds like a good friend to me. If you're in a situation and you're just feeling a certain way and you feel like, oh, he don't love me or whatever you're feeling, and say you have a family or something, and she's telling you just leave. It's like we're not talking about a Kmart job, a Target job. This is your family. And then if she doesn't have a family, you should really not be listening to that.
He's so right because, and it wasn't everybody, you know, when we're young and we're growing, like sometimes we may get advice or wisdom from people, and because of the person who's delivering it, we don't necessarily listen to the message. And I've done that a few times, not gonna lie, in my life. You just gotta know that at the end of the day, you and your partner matter. Like, it's you against the world. Like, there's no one more important outside of, you know, God, your spouse, your children, right? Because when you get married, the pecking order changes, right? You're not married, God, child, children, man, right? But when you get married, God, spouse, children, okay? There's no one more important than that. And I listen to a lot of people, in my past relationships. Some people were, you know, saying the right things, and there were just some people I'm just like, dang, what are your motives, right? Like, you don't seem like you like me too well. You don't seem like you like him too well. Or, you might have been trying to get at him. Or, they might have been trying to get at me, you know? Like, what was their motive? There's people that don't have motives, but if you're gossiping to the singles, there might be.
And ladies, I would say, if you have a man that's fighting for you and continues to fight,
stay,
and is here, and if you got a man who's not cheating on you,
girl, it can fix. If he ain't,
if he's not cheating, he's not abusing you.
Stay. You can fix it.
He's paying for stuff.
You can fix it.
Shut up.
Really.
We want you to just not say nothing.
I had to learn.
There's too many women out here who are going 50-50.
You don't want to be strong.
Who are being on their own. And it's like a lot of women are thinking, I can go find better. And we have to stop thinking that, because especially after time, the world's not fair, especially not to women. So when you guys are in relationships, you guys have kids, we don't be being fair to y'all. We're thinking, oh yeah, she got 4 kids. She's this 35 years old. You'd be like, oh yeah, there's no way I'll be with her. Like, I'll hit those.
Listen, and he's right though, because my ex-husband used to tell me that nobody gonna want you. You got X amount of kids, and I'm like, I really started believing it though. I was like, oh shit. Well, damn, nobody gonna want me, right? Because this is the man I love, and you know he loved me at one point, and he's like, well, bitch, ain't nobody. I'm like, well, damn, I ain't even a bad person. It took me a while to process that, like. It wasn't me. Yeah,
it's not you. It's just the situation and how men think. And it's not saying that you cannot find someone. Because you can find someone. But just the chances are this big. It's tough out there. You know, like men usually say a 40-year-old man breaks up with his woman, he usually goes straight to the 22-year-old.
He's trying to get that youth back.
You know, he's trying to get that youth back. And especially if he's a powerful man. If you want the men that make a certain amount of money, 100,000, 150, 200,000, those men are hanging out with young women. Those men are taking.
They're tricking, though.
They have families, and they for sure will trick.
Yep,
and they will have no problem with that. And you're going to be in a tough situation where you're going to have to try to weave out who really wants you for you. And then whoever wants you for you, they're going to have to take on your kids.
Yes, and that's another thing, you ladies. Please, 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 please. It's okay to be single. It's okay to be single. Stop bringing men, and we're not going to portray all men as villains or that they have intent to hurt children and things like that. I would say that about bringing a woman around your children if that's your preference, okay? But don't just give anybody the opportunity to come into your children's life. I was divorced, but, you know, divorced and still I was messing with my ex-husband. A little bit afterwards, I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not now. And
yeah.
When I was divorced, yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, sometimes, but not no more. Strictly not no more. Fired. I'm not doing that. But oh my God, I'm gonna fight with you. You didn't make me lose my train of thought. You're so silly. Get me back on. Oh my God.
No, you're speaking facts though. You're speaking facts. Like You just gotta keep going, and even if you're
Oh, the children.
Yeah, yeah.
I really got to say this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Growing up, I mean, I seen different men in my life. I had a stepdad, whatever, and just different men, not just growing up. And so for me, I was like, I don't want people growing up being around my children. So I vowed. I said, when I become a mom, I don't want any men coming in and out of my children's life. And nothing like happened to me. Nobody like damaged me or anything like that. It was just like, no, it's not for me.
But I think the thing that you're saying is way bigger because even if a man doesn't, harm your children or something, they visually get to see different men in her life.
And how they treat you. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But can I say this? I'm so grateful for my man because my kids have seen me go through a lot. And so they didn't see me get loved the best. Let me get my words together. They didn't see me get loved the best and I wasn't always treated the best. And so the current man that I have right now has shown me that it's safe, but also has shown my children that it's safe. He's showing my children, which he calls his own, because what's up? I'm waiting, honey. He knows.
How long y'all been together?
Almost 2 years.
2 years? Almost. Those is his kids? Damn.
What?
Gosh,
period. We're about to get married. I'm just waiting for the right time for him. We already got a date in our head, but
are you guys engaged?
No, I'm going to be.
Huh?
I am on my way, and I'm not Delulu, so don't give me that look, sir.
You're on your way.
Because no man love me.
Oh, okay. We're gonna say that for the next show.
No, but back to what I'm saying is, when you bring a man around your children, they're going to soak up what they're seeing, right? And so for my man right now, he has gotten my kids' trust. My kids know that it's safe, right? And their father wasn't hurting them or anything like that. It was just the things that I was experiencing. But my kids saw some of that stuff. So obviously they were affected by it. And so
they didn't hurt physically, but mentally.
No. No.
But mentally, they were hurt.
Yeah, he loved his children. But my kids let him know on Father's Day, they say, I want to thank you for loving my mom and loving us like your own, but loving our mom and she's okay and she's safe. So for my oldest son to say that, he's almost 16, like, I don't put my sons as the men of the house because, ew, why would you do that? My sons are my sons. I don't put my sons on a pedestal. They're not my man or man, A lot of women do that. Stop doing that. Black women, we do that a lot. Our sons are not our men. They don't fill the void for their fathers. They don't fill the void for your man. They're your son. They're not the man of the house. They're children.
Hey, let them little men lead that house.
They're not leading.
They gotta protect you. If somebody come in there, you got what, 16? How else?
Malachi will be 16 in January. Cartier will be 15 in May.
Hey, they can do some damage. Somebody breaking the house.
But I teach them to like protect, but they're not the man of the house, right? They're not filling a void, right? But back to my point, my kids now know what it's like for their mom to be loved properly. They understand how a man is supposed to speak to a woman. They understand that a man raising his voice, calling a woman out of their name is not okay. They do understand that a man should never raise his hand to a woman. And so...
Never, ever.
No. I do teach my sons, do not put your hands on a woman, but if you got to push somebody to get up off of you, but don't hurt her. Get her up off of you and get away. But I don't teach my sons to hit women. No, absolutely not.
So if she knocked his tooth out, bow, punch him at school, what should he do?
He got a sister. Damn. Sister as well, sir. He got a mama too.
Yeah, my son, he's in 4th grade, so I told him he got into 6th grade.
He got sisters?
Knock everybody out to 6th grade. Boy or girl. Go hard. You got 2 years left.
Go hard or go home, yeah.
Because when you get to 7th, it's starting to get serious.
6, they're going to be trying to put a hib on himself. Harassment, intimidation, and bullying forms.
Hey, and stop fighting in front of the kids. We got to stop fighting in front of the kids.
Yes.
We have to stop fighting in front of the kids. Now, what I will say... I don't mind a healthy argument in front of the kids so they can learn how to deal with that confrontation.
Or debate. We'll say it a debate. Because when you hear argument, kids automatically, oh my God, this fight.
Yeah, so when you guys are having a disagreement, we need to show our kids how to handle disagreements, and that we can both walk away cool. We can both walk away loving each other. We ain't got to go to bed mad. So stop fighting in front of the kids. You can have healthy arguments in front of the kids.
I'll give you an example. So me and my man, we were disagreeing about something. I can't remember exactly what it was. And so he doesn't raise his voice or anything like that. And so, like, I was talking on the phone. He was on speakerphone or whatever. And then the kid, I got off the phone. And then my daughter was like, "Are you in trouble?" Because, like, his tone changed. He didn't yell. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't get smart with me. But the fact that his tone changed, she felt like I was in trouble. I was like, crunch, because I was wrong. But, like, the way that he corrected me, and I was wrong, the way he corrected me was gentle and kind, and it was respectful. So it was just like me and her laughed about it because she was like, "Dang, crunch." And so was I.
Well, so let me ask you this: do you feel like your husband was a hood dude?
Yeah, he was. He is. He's
okay.
He's street smart. Yeah.
Is your new man a hood dude?
He's not hood, but he's street smart. He's smart. He's well rounded.
But he's not a hood dude.
No, he's not.
Okay, so I will say.
He's not. But he's well versed.
He's a man. He's not, I can tell he's a man though. Like a strong man. Yeah, I can tell.
He's a gentleman.
But I will say this right here. It's going to be very tough for a woman to expect certain things from certain dudes.
Yes, you're right.
From a hood dude to have that patience and to handle, let's say, a woman disrespecting him, touching him, it's going to be a tough situation.
You're
Just
right.
like for a man, you can't be expecting, a chick who grew up in the hood to act in a certain way if you just say, "Sit down," because she's going to be like, "Hey, who the fuck
are you talking to? What's up?"
Yeah. So
but
it's we have to all know who our partners are, and we got to learn them.
Right. But don't change them. So here's the thing.
Accept them for who they are.
Yes, I used to think that you could change people, right? And I think, but I mean, true. Hell was right.
We all did.
Right.
We all thought
I think we all have experienced that. And so don't try to change your partner. You can help them grow. Change only when necessary. Like if they're doing something that's going to harm you, harm themselves, your kids, or causes your stability or your family and your foundation to be weakened or threatened, yes. But, if he likes, I don't know, watches the show that he likes to watch, you're not going to stop him from watching it because he's going to forever watch that show, right? And you're not going to change him.
Ladies, important. Let that man protect you.
Yeah, this is something I'm learning.
Let him protect you. In order for a person to protect you, you have to be willing to listen.
Yes.
If your man says, "Hey, babe, those clothes are too revealing. I'm not comfortable with that. I know how guys are going to look at you." Do not think he's trying to control you. He's trying to protect you.
Yes.
I don't want to hear, "Oh, well, he shouldn't sexualize me." He shouldn't. The way you dress has nothing to do with nobody's behavior, but you are activating yourself
recently,
being sexually.
Yeah. So there was me and my boyfriend, we were chilling or whatever, and I kind of was dressing a little revealing, and there was a situation, a conversation along the lines of what you're referring to. Mm-hmm. And at first I was mad. I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, I'm a grown-ass woman, like,
I can do what I want.
Do what I want.
Body.
And he got to talking, and he said his viewpoint. I still didn't agree, right? Mm-hmm. But I listened. I mean, I'm a representation of him, right? So, however, I'm out there in the world just like he's a representation of me. I want him to represent me well. I'm going to represent him well. So it's not changing who I am wholeheartedly. It's just making an adjustment, right? You can still be sexy. You can still be this and all that. But, if you know the type of man that you have, don't maybe if you'd like to dress revealing, compromise, right? Oh, honey, let's make it something go. Let's go. Let's make something shake. How about twice a month I get to go out, me and you, we dress up, we get sexy, we get cute. You can compromise because she's going with you. No, but she's going with you.
No.
It's different from going out with your girls. It's different.
No.
She's with her man. So you got the trophy on your arm. That's your...
No.
But why not?
I don't want no trophy.
Your woman's beautiful.
You're
but your woman's beautiful.
Like that. I
But you're-
don't like that.
But your woman's beautiful, right?
If I wear red, if I love red, why don't you want to wear red?
I'm wearing
If I'm
my man love blue, I'm wearing it.
If I'm a blood, why you wearing blue? If I'm a blood, why you wearing blue?
So you stop it.
If I'm
I
a
can't.
blood, why you want to wear blue?
Oh my gosh, no.
This like you going into a
yeah.
blood neighborhood wearing all blue and wonder why they jumped you. And be like, why should be able to wear? Yes, you can wear what you want
over there.
But
yeah,
when you wear that, you're setting yourself up for something. Like
yeah.
like the females that be at the gym wearing the booty shorts, doing squats on machines in front of doing something.
But then if you grope her, you're wrong.
Exactly.
So yeah,
you look like you wanted to get groped.
I mean, but let's also send the message that women do not need to get attacked, sexualized because of what they got on. So let's be fair.
Because what I'm saying is that there are sick, perverted, nasty ass men out there who can't control themselves.
Yes.
And for me, I don't rock with them at all, and I'm not giving them an excuse why they should be able to do something.
Yeah.
But I'm saying for the women that I know, protect yourself because these guys are out there.
Okay. Yeah.
So listen to your man, love your man, make him feel good.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a good man and he left,
try to get him back if it's not too late, but you gotta show him you change.
It's over.
Okay, so in your opinion,
it's over.
In your opinion, if a good man leaves a woman, she's never gonna get that good man back.
It's over.
Okay. Tell me why though, because I believe you, but tell me why.
So, as a man,
okay.
If I loved you with all my heart, which that's how we do, we love.
Yeah, when they love hard.
And
if
if I left you and I really loved you, that means you continue to not do something that I'm asking.
And you disappoint. So what's your biggest, can I ask this?
Yeah.
I mean, let's say in the past. We're not going to say now because I don't want to put...
No, we're going to say now in the past.
Okay.
Because we're going to keep it real.
Okay, so as a man, what was your biggest turn off for your woman, whatever woman you're with at that time?
Yeah.
What's a turn off like that? It's like I'm not staying for this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep it that real.
Okay.
No,
but maybe not with your current relationship, but in the past.
For me, since day one, it's gonna come down to the word respect.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think a lot of men now are scared because they feel like women are not loyal to them. So they're feeling like if a man feels like somebody can conquer you or you're willing to leave, it's going to be hard for him to want to marry you.
I do agree with you, but here's the thing. Men act like they have more options than what they really have.
Why?
Some men are only getting the attention that they get because they got money or they can lay the pipe.
That would be options. The more money you got.
Very limited options, but money doesn't buy happiness.
No, but the more...
I'd rather have a broke, wonderful man than a rich, mean man.
All right, so now we playing games.
No, I'm serious.
Look, I hear you. Sister, I hear you. But listen, we know this. The more money a man has, the higher his status is. It's a fact.
Yes, I agree with you with that.
It's a fact. So he has the options. The thing is, and he could be old as hell.
They gonna
How
flop.
many females I got this 63-year-old trick. And the trick, he getting everything he want from her. And he's just spending money. The money don't mean nothing. He about to die anyway. So go ahead and take that. The thing is, the older the woman gets, the less her value becomes.
Okay, Kevin Samuels.
Hey, shout out to Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace, sir. But
damn, can we get a little silence?
Oh.
Kevin Samuels, okay.
Rest
you know
in
what I'm
peace,
saying?
sir.
Rest in peace.
I will say this. I feel like women are like fine wine, we age with time. It depends because I'm about to be almost 40 in a few years. I don't look or act like
you look beautiful, sister.
Thank you. I don't look or act like I'm almost about to be 40 years old.
Yeah. We don't care about none of that shit.
So, but my value doesn't decrease the older I get because I'm a better person. For me, I feel like women are better with age and time than wisdom. We don't reach our peak until like 40s.
Oh, 40s?
Yeah, no.
Who the hell's looking for some 40-year-olds?
Shit, they got that whippersnapper. You better watch out now. You ain't had none. You better watch. That's that Hellcat.
No, I will,
they got that Hellcat. You better watch out.
I will say, men will definitely have sex with older women
Because we
they
know
are
what we're
very
doing.
attractive.
I'm not even older yet, but
a lot of them will know what they're doing, but
they know what they want. And
I'm talking about to be with. Ain't nobody.
I'm older than my man.
Sorry, I won't say nobody.
I'm older than my man.
I will say.
I'm older than my man.
I'm gonna give my percentage. I will say 3% of men are willing to date or to be with older.
I mean, what's older?
Older.
I'm only.
I'll say 30 and up.
I'm 4 years older than him.
Yeah, 30 and up. Or if he's 50, if you're 33, that's still younger to him. You know. But I'm saying older. If he's 50, if a man's 50, he's not looking for no 50-year-old. That's not the question. We know that.
I mean,
unless he's been with her or he knows her. Say, I know you from middle school. We reunited,
I can see that.
Something like that. But he is not. Why would he go 50 when he could get 30?
I mean, you got a point. I'm not gonna.
50-30.
I'm not.
50-30.
It's yeah.
Are you going to QFC looking for the bruised up bananas?
I don't eat bananas.
Yeah. All right. Who you people want fresh fruit? Ladies, I know y'all hate...
I'm vegetarian now. Did you know that?
I know y'all hate hearing it.
You better eat that fruit and drink that water.
Y'all hate hearing it, but men like younger women.
And they do.
I'm sorry. It's been like this since the beginning of the time.
But the value of a woman doesn't... I mean, her age, she has a value.
So I don't think her... And in a real... This is serious. In the sense of a woman... I don't think personally that her value decreases as a person, like for real. Okay. But what I'm saying is how men see it and view it.
Yeah.
They view it as a negative thing. Like, okay, you know what? You're over 30. You have a kid. You have 2 kids. You have this.
What if that man what if it was a 38-year-old man? He's already had his children. He has no desire to have more children. He meets someone. She's like, I don't know, 45 to 48 or whatever. He loves her. She comes with her own kids. He don't love her. And they blend. But just because of her age?
He don't love her.
She might be popping. She might have taken care of her body.
Hey, nothing. How old is them little kids, man?
Black don't crack unless you use it.
How old is them little kids?
If they under 5, you ain't going to be there.
Oh, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, no gremlins. You said she's 45 and he's 38?
But his kids might be the same age as her kids.
Scientifically, it doesn't make sense.
I mean...
Why would a 38 and a 45? That's what I'm saying. The chance... I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm saying the chances is this small.
But women... Some men like mature women. Why do you think women date... I mean, like girls like to date older because men don't develop at the rate as women.
Let me explain the children. This is the thing.
Okay.
You're men now. Yeah. See, you already said a different mindset, though. You said, okay, God, man, children. So right now, if I ask you right now, who comes first? Your man? Not your husband, not your fiance. Your man or your children?
Oh, my kids.
And how many kids you got?
I got 5.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, my gosh.
5. And then do you come first or your man comes first?
For me?
Yes, your man.
Me.
Okay. So.
Oh my gosh! He has to get through all those people to get
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So your man is 7th place, and that concludes. While we don't want no female with no children, I love your sister. We know why he left. Have a good day.
That was messed up. He's wrong for that. But when he becomes my husband, then it does flip because I do believe. And so when I do become married again, 2025.
Husband and wives have to come first.
Yeah, they do, and that's just,
they do. That's right. The way it goes.
But right now, because he is my boyfriend, my kids do come first. But I feel like I love them all equally, anyways. Like, I love my man equally. I love my kids, but obviously you love your kids a little more. And I would never put like a man before my kids in a sense. Like, I'm always gonna provide and protect.
Hey, y'all better put me first.
Yeah, but yeah,
for all them kids. I don't
listen. Your husband, it does.
Put me
that's the
first.
It's God, your husband, then the kids. But if you're dating, It's your kids. Well, God, your kids, then your man. And then don't even get on your mom and your grandma and your grease, none of them. So if you're at now, your mama, men, y'all need to hear this. When you get a woman, your mother falls at the wayside.
Mom Dukes. Hey,
She better join the line after the children. She joins the line after the children. So your mama would go, God, husband, kids, potentially mama. Because when a man because when a man finds but when a man finds a wife, when a man finds a wife, he finds himself a good thing, and then he needs to separate because now you have built and started your own family. It does not mean you don't love your mother. If you pick up your mother and your wife at the same time, who's getting in the front and who's getting in the back?
Huh? Hey, man, don't disrespect my mama.
I know you love your mom.
My mom's going in the front seat unless my mom always actually go to the back, though.
But what if
So I actually know what's funny? I had that before.
But what if your wife said no?
Huh?
What if your wife said no?
I mean, that's when domestic violence comes into a case.
Who's going to be there?
Me.
Oh, okay.
That's when it's time to... No, I'm playing. No, I've been in that situation, and it is kind of weird. It's like, ooh, wait. Who sits in the front? I know, oh, damn. Is she going to feel disrespected or is she going to feel disrespected?
You got to go home to your wife.
So what I told my
girl is... You got to go home to your wife.
Yeah, but I told my girl, I said, listen.
Met first.
If my mom's in the car, my mom needs to go in the front seat. She said, cool. She's cool with it, so there's no problem.
But your mom knows.
But my mom says, you know what? I like riding in the back. Now, for me.
Your mother respects your relationship.
Yeah, and
so
I think my mom likes riding in the back anyway.
Right, but even though she knows she can sit in the front, she knows that she's going to get up and get in the back. There's without a problem, right?
Yeah.
But your mom also respects your relationship enough to know that that's not something that she wants to put a wedge between you guys, because people get in real life arguments, disagreements about my mom or my dad didn't sit in the front.
But for me, I'm going to be honest. For me, it ain't going to be no wedge. My grandma sits in the front seat first. My mom will sit in the front seat second, and then my wife will sit in the seat last. And I'll do the same thing. If it was
I'll say with grandma is different. I would say with grandma is different because that's a little more wisdom, right?
Got you.
That's
if it was
a little
her
more
dad,
wisdom.
though,
That's
if
different.
It was her dad, I would for sure sit in the back.
Okay, but see,
I'm not tripping. Even though I know some dudes would trip, like, "What? I'm your husband." But it's like for me, I just come from a place where I have respect for the elders.
Right.
So it's just like, even though I told my girl, I said, "Listen, no matter what happens, I would never one time ever disrespect your mom or your dad.
Yes.
Your dad can punch me in my face. I would not do nothing."
Well, and that's how you keep the peace, right?
And that's where I come from. It's like because they're before me and they made you. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even have you.
Yes.
And for me, I just have a certain respect for my elders that I'm not doing that. Just like I have a certain respect for like the homies girls.
Yeah.
Or like your woman, it's like, "Hey, nice to meet you. I don't want to conversate. If I know you're the homies girl, I'll go."
You got to keep it short.
Yeah, I'll see you somewhere. I will start protecting
and that's
you like
a good
I'm a
thing.
bodyguard.
That's
it's
a
like,
thing.
I don't want to cross no lines because I just come with that respect.
But see, here's the thing. A lot of men and women don't keep those boundaries between their spouse's friends, right?
Yeah, they don't.
And it's like, girl, you can't hang after he's left. Like, go home. Guy, you can't hang after he's left.
Oh, yeah, not after they left. Yeah, not hell no. But yeah. Anyway, we love you. We're trying to end the war. Thank you, Shakita, for coming on.
Yeah, it was fun.
See you again soon, hopefully. Have a good night, y'all.
Have a great night, you guys.